Chidori, pretty much a free lane. KP has just not threatened up top in a very long time, and Terrorblade farm is pretty damn fast.
KP does have a Vanguard as well, so that's both offlaners opting for the Vanguard, as they are going to now connect and potentially look for a kill onto Carl. He's got a big old one, the chain stuns. Carl at least able to take down Afu. Oh, as they interrupt Raven from getting off an early Wukong's command. Does not have enough mana now for the Boundless Strike until he pops the wand, but it's not fast enough to actually stun anyone inside of this thing. Looks like SMG are going to look for more. The Rolling Boulder, not quite long enough for mid one to connect. Boulder Smash as well, easily juked out. As Blacklist, they think they can take the fight on back, and they can, because KP's connected from the top lane. Charge onto mid one. He just barely gets away. So far, it's only really Carl that's dropped in this fight. Nice stun here onto Masaros, but he doesn't really have a whole lot else to offer. He does have maxed wild axes, though, so you can continue stacking these up. Fight is going to go the way towards SMG. KP once again charging back uphill onto mid one. Finds another bash. A bit fortuitous. Is going to be able to interrupt the Rolling Boulder away, and the damage out from Boss, who collects the kill. Carl with a haste stream back in this fight after he did die earlier.
Numbers in.
Oh, in comes mid one. Chidori does have himself that Metamorphosis available. Only level 2 meta, though. We'll see what they can do as the fight kicks off with mid one missing a couple of spells. Carl on his way back in is going to find himself roared up. Had a shield rune for the first half of that fight, as they have found a soulbind onto the 2 cores. Carl, though, really dishing in the damage, even pre-diffusal blade, as Raven once again joining this fight earlier, doing a bit more. Nice kick out from mid one. Does see Masaros still alive in this fight as they're trying to finish off Carl. Another Rolling Boulder. That's the damage to get it done. KP charging behind the fight as well, trying to finish off Masaros. Doesn't quite do that, but the Echo Saber early on will cleave right through mid one.
As a fun fact, Mike likes building phylactery on this hero.
Yeah. All right, 2 bounty runes here, going to be picked up by Carl, and another kill onto Afu, as the Mystic Flare damage is not nearly sufficient. Zhao is going to go down as well, but they're looking to counter-initiate. Mid one is connected on the roll. He's going to kick him right into the hands of Chidori. Now got that max meta, but needs to sunder and can't do it in time. Blacklist, they'll be under an SMG ward, but they've got pretty good positioning. SMG reacting well now, doing a bit of repositioning as KP's going to be first to break the smoke. Connects onto 2, the follow-up stun. Oh, it could have been disastrous, but an Yule Scepter in time sees Raven still find a 2-man stun onto 2 cores. The follow-up stun from Bosku's Centaur Conqueror as well. Sees Masaros trapped inside of the Wukong's command, surrounded as well by the units. Down he goes. The Roar not doing a whole lot there. Mid one now finds himself awkwardly in this fight as the magic damage onto Carl's not half bad, but they have KP to charge all the way through the fight. A big sunder from 1 HP out from Chidori at the very least. Is going to allow them to pick off now 3 cores. Carl's out of this fight. The Monkey King as well without a BKB. Still pretty darn strong here, Jonathan. His charge in order to pick up the bounty rune. Afu has good vision now, finds a silence onto KP. Mid one looking to try and follow up onto that with another silence, but there's too much damage. KP has got a BKB. In trouble now is mid one. I think he's got a Phantom on top of him, so he can't roll away. And with Raven immediately closing the gap, he is just dead. Perma-stun and silence to death. Chidori's committed now as well on the Metamorphosis, but they're not going to choose to fight anymore. They've lost the mid laner, they've lost the captain and the CEO. Chidori with a very nicely timed Mantis Idol, though, chooses now to turn and fight into this one. Disarm, but still trying to get off the freezing field. It's going to be John Noel, but just perma-stun basically. The Roar does at least allow SMG to continue backing away, but it does feel like they've overextended, and now Blacklist eager to dive underneath the tier 1 tower to see how much more they can get. A beautiful 2-man stun to catch Masaros and Chidori. John Noel letting it go. Finds the kill into Bosku, forces Raven now underneath the tower. He's going to go down, couldn't retreat back.
All these dots.
SMG, they want to connect here. They do see Tims. They're not going to see Carl, who's going to roll up with an Invis rune. Tims also has the Axe Scepter, so look for a Dark Portrait in this fight. That's a dead Bosku immediately, though. Mid one leashed up, stuck inside the Wukong's command, as Chidori's 20 seconds without a Metamorphosis is going down rather quickly, but gets off a Metamorphosis, or sorry, a Sunder, pardon me, onto Carl. Oh, they actually stuck up Raven. I don't know what blocked his tree, what broke his tree. It was axes, it must have been axes, but Chidori in trouble, doesn't have Sunder now for another minute and a half. KP easily makes a jump, and Raven under the cover of the BKB has himself a double kill, but that's a buyback out from mid one. Rolls back into the fight after TPing onto the outpost. Needs more, wants more, but KP with the BKB now finds a couple of nice bashes here and a stun. Mid one wants out of this fight now. Wants back in. Yeah, that's another roll in. Raven slowed a bit to a crawl. Mid one still has 5 more remnants, but a big charge again by KP through the fight. It's basically bisecting it time and time again. Hit by the roots. Going to find himself dispelled now thanks to all of his darn status resist, but eventually taken out. That's 2 buybacks. So Chidori bop. I don't know what order it needs to happen in. If I knew, I'd be playing. Oh, well, mid one thinks he knows he's going to actually get force staffed away. They're trying to kill Carl. That's what they needed. They needed a roll into a roar, and that is exactly how they're going to get that one done. A kill onto Carl. Chidori's going to pop them out of here on the first life, as they have forced Raven out of this one as well. Pops the BKB in order to run from mid one, who's going to continue rolling. They didn't actually latch him onto anyone, and now Raven in a lot of trouble without a BKB, rooted up and blasted is by Chidori's right legs, does not have buyback. Looking for more, they'll find one more as well as Apu with the kill.
A double nether strike's nice, but where's your follow through?
There he goes. Stuns basically 4 heroes here. He does not pop the refresher yet, and he's going to be able to easily make it out of the fight. Stroke of Fates as well. They're going to start adding up. That's a max Stroke of Fate. We're going to have a Soulbind as well in 3 more seconds here, continuing to steal the illusions on over from Chidori and turning them against him. Monkey's still dead for 25, but SMG are going to be pulling off of high ground as KP's now chooses the moment to pop the refresher. That's a dead mid one. The roll on through from Carl is going to cancel his TP, potentially condemns Masaros here as well, as KP has yet another strike to use courtesy of the refresher, turns it back over. See how it goes here as KP may look to make a go at Masaros here. Oh, great Yule Scepter out from Afu. Does still get Masaros to pop his BKB, but they did waste Wukong's, and now Midone, he's back in this fight. There's a BKB still on Raven as Midone finds himself silence, pops that fresh 9-second BKB in order to continue on in the fight. Raven as well uses his as the Soulbind once again, not latching onto anything quite yet in this fight. KP disrupting the backline, is looking for the solo kill. Afu refreshes, should be able to find this one easily, but they've gotten Raven. Raven is down. Chidori is huge with this amount of damage. Oh, and the roar to cancel the TP only lasts a mere second before he charges.
They had to use roar for Masaros.
How they're gonna go in? Zhao is not going to quite be burst under to 0, but off of the Nether Strike, he ought to be, especially with the refresh. KP has the kill easily. That was his charge committed. Still conserves his second BKB charge. Raven, though, looking for the right initiation, has managed to find Afu, and this is SMG once again kind of just getting out-maneuvered here, it feels like, especially as they're onto Chidori, does not have, well, a Sunder target, I guess. Down he goes. Midone as well being beat to a pulp by Raven, and the fight's just completely broken apart. Zhao is, that was actually pretty funny. He's got shards, so he used,
you get away and get a really interesting smoke angle.
They're going to scout him, they know, and they're going to see Tim's first. Oh, but they can't quite connect the roll or break his tree in time, and now the counter initiation is big out from KP, looking for the ult. He actually bashes the Midone down to the low ground. His positioning a bit unfortunate there. Rolling Thunder is going to be committed here, so now SMG with a bit of an advantage as they do manage to pop the Lincoln Spear of Carl. They're going to try and burst him, and the damage now from Chidori, but he's going to be interrupted. Didn't get the BKB off in time. Carl's still alive, trying to get out of this fight as Raven's going to pop the Mega Wukong's command. That increased radius, forcing back SMG, resetting the fight. Who's used more? Who still has more to fight with? Masaros, did he go back in?
He did.
Okay, KP says thank you for your life. Chidori's gonna tickle him there a bit with the Sunder, does put him on worse HP, and now KP still alive, dying to the reflection. He's gonna eventually go down. Midone as well, back in on the fight. He's gonna be able to pick off Carl, so that's a 5 versus 3 now with double buybacks out from SMG. They do get onto John well, as it's Midone who rolls away to save demons. No, they want to fight John. Midone wants to fight. He's in. But he's 1 versus 3, and he's getting his ass kicked right now. Oh, okay, gets off the BKB, but the boss crew damage, not enough. Midone, no, is still going to go down. Raven collects the kill onto him. That's going to be a 2-man Soulbind. Yule Scepter buys Afu a bit of time now on the counter initiation, but Tibbs is not going to go down that easily. And now that's 3 dead for the side of SMG. What? But Masaros, he just bought back. Chidori, he looks like he's going to Sunder him, but he's got even less HP to offer. This rivalry respecting that as Midone. He's going to roll outside of the ward, finds a nice initiation onto 2, but he's going to be perma-stunned here. Nullifier, Midone, someone save the CEO. He's down, and he doesn't have buyback by 7 gold. He'll have buyback here in just a couple of seconds, certainly, but Carl, he's rolling on it immediately, and KP with the follow-up stuns. Oh, Chidori does not get a Sunder off, and he used meta on the first life, John. Oh, no, Midone, he's going to buy back, but it's Masaros in trouble, finished off, killed off by Carl, and Raven's damage. 3 buybacks up from SMG, but it's a 3 versus 5, and they've pressure shard, so he has another make that Wukong's command and BKB. Whatever you're going to do on SMG, it has to happen now. There's a courier coming the way. That is going to be the refresher actually for Chidori. Oh, but he's going to barely just get it in time.
Oh,
he's
God.
The BKB off with the perma-stuns. There's still a boundless strike, and he's just down. Jonathan. SMG, they fail to close this one out yet again by the looks of things, as they're being harassed back in their fountain. 5 dead, the GG call.
They are pushing in mid now on Blacklist again, keeping this momentum up. And they're coming in for the defense, but Midone's melting.
And maybe it's scary. They might just kill Midone here. I mean, the Illusion Rune's going to buy him a bit of space.
Good shackle.
David, wait, KP, did you doom him?
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure. I mean, just in case Carl missed the roll. Low percentage play, but KP, you know.
So, I mean, if you had Ocarina up, maybe you're a little bit happier still. You've got this tempo even without the Doom. Already pushing down bot as well. Mid one?
That is a wild. That's an absolute wild timing.
Yeah, no.
Raven. He's got a Sunder target. He doesn't even have Sunder. He's got the skill point. He's not even saving a skill. He's not scared, man.
Yeah. I don't see a reason why you'd be scared right now. It's 7-0.
I see a reason for Masaros to be scared. You got one little lonely bridge. Oh, and he's barely going to make it up and across the bridge. Afu doing what he can here, but eventually Carl's going to go. And as you can see, not a lot of farm to go around here. It seems like they're really prioritizing it onto Masaros, but let's not forget, you've got Bosku to counter him. Bosku, who still has a point in borrowed time, is now going to commit it. They actually almost managed to get through him, but will be just shy. The grip now onto Carl as they doom. I almost called him Makoto, but mid one, yet again, they attempt to deny him, but will fail that as well. Afu at least is going to be able to... No, actually, Carl's right on top of him. There's a lasso. It's a kill at the very least onto Tims. That's worth 350 gold. Not the worst. Chidori now showing up to the fight as well. He does have Song of the Siren. There's not a lot of resources here, but there is a Metamorphosis Raven. That's made out of paper right now.
He is. And are they forcing?
They're going to try borrow time back up in 10 more seconds now as mid one in the thick of things is going to have to use an Astral Step on the way out, and he's dead. Raven with the kill there, still fighting into the Metamorphosis as he gets off Asunder just in case. Bosku, oh, he still has borrow time. It just came off cooldown. 3 heroes dead from SMG as they try and counter initiate here. Chidori kind of just sitting around Saros, and they're doing the next thing. Look at KP. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's right. Doom cancels and mutes abilities. There you go. And items is what I meant to say. Masaros, I mean, he's just dead, John.
Yeah,
he's just dead. I mean, Tibbs, okay, that's fine, honestly. No, they rotate mid, find another kill, and then immediately escort the way back top. This is great stuff, but yeah, that's all Bosco has to do. He just literally has to press R. You don't have any silences against him, but now the grip onto KP. This is a bit hopeful, but they are actually getting through him, and that's going to be finally the second kill here for SMG. Carl as well, looking worse for wear, has Aegis still for 25 seconds, as that Song of the Siren's going to burn a further 6 or 7 seconds of that now. This might just be lined up quite perfectly. They're going to look for the kill onto Raven. Oh, but he's actually dispelled it, gets off the Sunder. Doesn't matter very much though. Bosku is now down for the count. They're trying to ignore Carl as much as they can. Aegis up in 7 more seconds. So really great stuff now actually out from SMG. They have been forced to buy back now from Masaros. Giving chase is mid one. Just barely whiffs there on the Remnant. What could have been, what still could be actually, as Raven in trouble finds himself rooted and killed. SMG looking for another fight. Masaros did have himself a lasso rather, and now he's not going to be able to use it because he is going to be doomed up, pushed up to the high ground by the rolling thunder of Carl, who's bouncing around in the river, waiting for Masaros to come on back. One more win that we need, Jonathan, before we got the magic number, and I think it's going to be Zhao. It could be mid one though if he's not too careful, but
there we
Zhao
are.
Doesn't have enough HP. There it is. Everyone's happy. We did it. Chidori is now in onto the fight as Raven is fighting, holding on to the Metamorphosis. He's going to be doing even way too much damage than they can handle right now. He's going to look to turn some of that damage into Chidori. Now Zhao fought back and is immediately just killed off basically right where he stood. Don't bury the grave yet. Don't cover the grave. Zhao, he's up. Oh my god, mid one just went through the portal. Does catch Bosco here. They're going to try and pop the ultimate, but it's going to be KP who finds the ulti onto Masaros. He refreshes, I believe. So still is... No, he did not refresh. Pardon me. That was the ultimate out from the... Venomancer, as the Song of the Siren trying to reset this one. Chidori looking worse for wear and out of mana. Afu TPing away in the trees with the important kills. He did the one here on a Naga Siren. His mid one can't protect him, and with Raven now letting loose with the Metamorphosis, it looks like he can't. Down he goes. Raven with the double kill now, as Zhao is attempting to TP out of this one as well. Mid one, he's been caught trying to pick off KP, but Bosku keeps him alive. The 8th Remnant otherwise would have killed him off. Bosku, though, ready to go for the dispel as the Doom. Oh, no, the jumper's been jumped. Song of the Siren, it ain't going to save him either from downtown. Tims picks up the kill, and Carl, with the debuff immunity as well, is doing lots of damage here. Mid one even unable to jump him as Masaros is forced to buy back. Blacklist rivalry considering backing up here as Chidori is now making that jump, looking for maybe someone to overextend a bit here. They're going to try and force the ultimate from Bosku. They've done just that now, but that's going to be a kill onto Afu. He buys back, got out the ultimate, but mid one, he's out of mobility. He's down for the count as well. Masaros still looking for the lasso, manages to blink out before the projectiles from Raven actually connect, but still unable to find the jump. The buyback now from mid one, and that is going to be the sign to retreat here for Blacklist rivalry. We'll see if SMG can finally find the pick up the hook before. Did you see how fast he died, Jonathan? Jonathan! He's dead instantly. Chidori's going to follow suit. He's got buyback. We'll see if that makes a difference. That's going to be the dieback now from a second here on the side of SMG. Afu hits the dirt for the second time in this fight. Mid one now. He's going to make the jump on in. See what he can catch. Well, a stun. He's copping lots of damage. That's going to be a Fiend's Grip. Do they have a shield in time? No, but Aegis is going to be there to cover him on the second life. Chidori, who's popped back, looking for a bit more damage as Tim's might be the next target. KP jumping back on in. Hoof Stomp is going to end up missing out from him, but Chidori really wants his kill onto Tim's. That's going to be a big one. The disarm preventing that, and now Raven pops the illusions. They're getting onto Chidori even through the evasion. John Well doing his best to save him, but Carl through another Rolling Thunder preventing just that. Raven beyond godlike now without a double kill. They're on to mid one. That's going to be 4 diebacks. The 5th hero buyback is just Zhao, and that